mate, Josh.
Yeah, Andy, nice
Nice
to
to
meet
meet you. Dan, I'm good. Thank you. Very good. Got it all happening. That's what we're doing.
Oh, bloody hell.
Yeah.
Alright,
We're
so
on.
who do you want to do?
Whoever's
Well,
the guest gets the
yep,
guest.
absolutely.
Yep, so
And then, well, how about we do Dale, you, Andy? Does that
Yep.
make sense logically? As yeah, that works. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2025 Don River Dash. It is bigger, it is better, it is huge, and I tell you what, every year you come here, like we walked into the showgrounds this afternoon, both Josh and I just commented about how crazy this race has gone. It started in 2018,
yeah.
and I tell you what, it is going crazy, isn't it? And joined with us right now, we actually have Dale here, and mate, listen, you've got a lot. One, you've been here a lot of times, and you were telling me a little bit about how you had a bit of a hot lap, and when I say hot lap, he went with Clayton Chapman.
Yeah, well, what a fantastic ride that would have been. Give us a little bit of an insight as to what your lap with Clayton Chapman was like.
Yeah, well, I got to tell you what, I was puckering up before I got in that car, but when I got in that car and we got out on course and we're going up that back straight at 160 plus, it was unbelievable. Talk about an adrenaline rush.
Absolutely.
And a whole new respect for those drivers' ability. It's a rough, tough course.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
He was going sideways around corners, and he really put on a show, and I certainly appreciated it. But something that I'll never forget. I can tell you about that. Tell you that for sure.
Absolutely. So a bit of an appreciation for what the course is and the way it. And I tell you what, you've done it early in the weekend too. It's going to deteriorate as it gets on in the weekend. Do you think maybe on Sunday afternoon it might get you in for a lap after the tracks are roughened up and really started to get rough, or you reckon one and done?
Oh, look, I'd take a lap around that course any day of the week, but it is a very, very rough course this year. There's no doubt about that. So it's going to test the drivers. It's really going to test these motorbike riders. There's some big patches of loose sand out there, a lot of water up the far end of the course. So they're going to come back splattered in mud, but I'll tell you what, I reckon they're going to have a fat time.
Yeah, absolutely. That's awesome. So what's the weather conditions been like this? You know, give us the local insight. Is Were you giving Clay a few little tips like, mate, I reckon this is the line you want to be on. This is what I'd be doing. The sand. It's been raining down in this part of the track. Did you give him a few local inside tips?
Yeah, look, we had a bit of a chat, and we were coming round on the third lap, and then we ground to a halt because he ran out of petrol.
Oh,
so
hopefully that's not an omen for the weekend.
But look, it was a great opportunity for him, as he said, just to see what the course was like, and particularly down that other end, and get an understanding of sight lines and where he's going to track and what it means, and tyre pressures and all that go with racing down here in the Don River. It's such a great event, and it's growing year on year, and this community has really wrapped its arms around this event. You can sense it, you can see it. You can see it here tonight, the thousands of people that have turned up.
Well, that's what, as Dan was saying when we first rolled in to this afternoon, we were talking about 2018, 2019, our first year. We towed a little caravan up and we camped away because we wanted to get a good night's sleep. And now where we're camped, that's all the motorbike pits. It's full as a goog here. There's standing room only, really. And it's incredible to see the way that the Whit Sundays as a whole has gotten behind the Don River Dash.
Oh, look, that's $7 million into their local economy. 5,000 people coming to town. Everything is bursting at the seams. Your pubs, your restaurants, your petrol stations are making an absolute fortune. But
not from selling fuel, just from the cans of Coke that people buy. Petrol station.
Look, you can sense the excitement in town. Everywhere you go, there's drivers and visitors to the town, and it's great to see.
And what a great sort of turnaround and great story. A lot of the things we see in the news is performance car enthusiasts or people that modify cars or are into racing are hoons. They're down the black box. They're doing burnouts and stuff like that. Isn't it a great, good vibe and a good feeling to hear great stories about how races are coming to communities and the communities are getting an advantage and getting a big cash injection as well.
Yeah, well, the beauty of the Don River Dash is you have so many classes. So you have your professional guys that come here with your big teams and your big budgets and your big setups, and then of course you have your weekend warriors who come down here for a lap. And of course you're coming down the Bruce Highway yesterday, and all the utes have got a motorbike in the back of the ute, and that's what we want. It caters for absolutely everyone, and all those motor enthusiasts are here and just having a great time and soaking it up. And it's such a great place to be. We're talking to a couple of guys today that have driven 5 days from Western Australia.
Unbelievable. Smoothie and that. We haven't seen that those guys are here. But you are 100% right about this being a great family-friendly atmosphere as well. I think that's something, Dan and I get around to a lot of races, but this is the one race that my wife always says, I'll bring we've got 2 little 4-year-old girls, so they come up with us, and she has a great time. So, the way the community gets behind it, the beautiful Horseshoe Bay, we're staying around there at the moment, stuff like that. So, really enjoy it. We love coming up to Don River. But
winter in North Queensland,
it's beautiful.
It doesn't get any better than that. And I'm a passionate North Queenslander, and that's why the government is really, really happy to get behind this event. And these kids that are running around here tonight, they're climbing all over cars, in and on the motorbikes, and that's what it's about.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that's excellent. Well, thank you very much for your time.
Great to be here.
Don't be a stranger. Swing on past the commentary booth. It's currently air conditioned, I hear, at the moment. So,
there's an improvement.
It's a place to be, that's for sure. So, thank you very much for your time. Yeah, we appreciate it. But we're super looking forward to it. It's going to be a great weekend. That everything that this race has to offer. So, we might grab Mick and bring Mick in for a bit of a chat. So. Mick is the one of the brains trust behind this fantastic event. So, the first question that I'll ask is, in 2018, when you first envisioned the Don River Dash, is this where you thought you'd be in under 10 years?
Not at all. I mean, this is unbelievable. I think I won't say we double what we did last year, but tonight is phenomenal.
Yeah.
This is as big as anything I've ever imagined. Yep. And, to answer your question, did we think we were going to get to this? Over those few beers around the back of my shed, and we said, let's put on something pretty cool, we thought. And, look, no, for sure. This is massive, good entry numbers, awesome entry numbers.
Yes.
And but just the locals, how they come out, So
yeah, we might go for a little bit of a walk, but while this is all going on. But 100%, mate. It's something that we love about this race, the family-friendly atmosphere that happens in this race, and even as Dale touched on before, the different classes, it's a race that really connects to everyone, and I think that's one of the great things about races that are put on by races like yourself.
Yep. Oh, for sure, and that's this. So it's a race for races, put on by races.
Yeah.
When that happens, I think you'll find that, it's always a good outcome, isn't it? So, good turnout of cars, some phenomenal cars, really. So
Absolutely. And one of the great things that I think that probably cements this as one of the great races is the returning races that return every year. Like start to cruise down the pit, you realise that a lot of defending champions are here, past winners, whether that be bikes or cars, and even now you've started, like you said, got people coming all the way from Western Australia to compete.
It's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's phenomenal, and that's the allure now of off-road racing, especially with Livestream.
Yes.
I mean, how great has that been?
Well, absolutely.
To get it out there, and you guys out the front there, calling it for us. It's pretty exciting. So,
well, I think a huge credit to you guys with the live stream as well. I think you really saw the potential and jumped on board quickly and got involved and whatever people needed, even down to, like you said, you guys have made an air-conditioned commentary booth for us this year to work out of, so real credit to you guys. You guys have been at the forefront of the technology advancement of live stream and stuff like that, and I think it just helps, like the fact that, you can be at home watching your mates race and stuff like that, or even vice versa. What I would highly recommend is come down to the event, find an awesome spot on the side of the riverbank, set your Starlink up, bring a laptop or a TV and have yourself watching and be a part of the live event as well while watching on the live stream.
Oh, and that's right. And look, growing the sport, motorcycle racing, buggy racing, off-road racing in Australia, it's come a long way. Obviously, as you know, you'll see over the weekend the quality of the machines, the value of the machines, the quality.
Yes.
When I first sort of went racing a national race in around 2000, you had 10 cars worth maybe $100,000.
Yes.
And then the rest were, like mine at the time, worth about $3,000.
Yeah.
And then now,
now
now you got $750,000 trophy trucks here.
Well, yeah.
It's phenomenal.
Yeah.
But no, look, it's an awesome thing. Like everyone that's been really supportive, like really important groups like councils.
Yes.
The government, Dale Last and his government. So, like the support we get from every part of the community, especially, has been phenomenal. So, really appreciate everyone.
Yeah, absolutely. No, and like you said, that's one of the things. Without support from the locals or the local councils, like we saw how excited Dale was before, So, like without that local support, it's really hard to run these
He did
events.
get a run in one of the fastest cars in Australia, so
yeah,
I think he had to boost up at about 20 pounds as well.
Yeah. So you're saying Clayton took him for a proper ride?
Yeah, that rule of 3/4? No,
Yes.
It wasn't. I heard it. It was full boost.
Yeah,
so
excellent.
I think he enjoyed it.
Yeah, very good, very good. So while we're just getting through a few more cars here and line up a few more sponsors, we'll play a few of our commercial breaks. Righto, welcome back now. Joined with Andy from Custom Lithium. Andy actually come on board this year as our naming rights sponsor of the 2025 Don River Dash.
Yeah, that's right.
Tell us a little bit about how you found out about the Don River Dash and how you came to be the naming rights sponsor this year.
Yeah, right. So we found out about the Don River Dash from a couple of years at Fink with the MOR Motorsport team. So Jack and Amy, we sponsor them.
Yes.
They got the green and gold car. They got the Days of Thunder sort of look to it.
Yes, very iconic,
mate. It's it stands out on the on the racetrack. That's for sure. So,
yes.
Mate. We come along last year to the Don River Dash to support Jack and Amy, and then this year we got the opportunity to jump on board in a bigger way.
Yes.
And if you're going to be a bear, be a grizzly bear, they say. So
I like it.
we just went straight to the top, mate. We wanted to be the naming rights partner because we love the event.
Yes. Yeah. I think it is one of those iconic events where once you break the ice and come for the first time, you just instantly fall in love with it.
Yeah.
That seems to be the
How
the
good
great
is
thing.
the weather? Like, it's so hot up here. I've just come from regional New South Wales.
Oh,
It's
yes,
cold,
yes,
mate.
yep.
So we've come up here, North Queensland, nice and hot. I'm burnt, mate. I'm burnt.
Already. Yeah. Well, this is still our winter in far North Queensland, or maybe just North Queensland. I won't say far North Queensland. I might have some people up in Cairns
we'll
getting up
upset
there.
someone,
So there'll probably be some YouTube comments coming in soon. But no, it is beautiful. It's a beautiful time of the year up here. It's a beautiful. Beautiful place to be. The beach here.
The beach unreal,
up and racing up and down the river. I think one of the things that I find most people seem to love about is, you set up at the showgrounds and that's your hub for the weekend.
Yep.
So it's easy to come and interact with the races, interact with people.
Oh, it's
and
awesome.
stuff
Yeah,
like
you got
that.
the cars revving all night. They're working on. You can see the guys working on the cars. They're so passionate about it, and that's what got me on board, mate. Like the beaches, the weather, the cars, the off-road racing. I mean, we've been running the track the last few days in the Ram TRX, the Raptor. All the different cars that we brought along, and we've just had the best time. So
absolutely. So tell us a little bit about what Custom Lithium do. What I assume they offer solutions, battery solutions, inverters, stuff like that for work.
Well,
canopies.
no. So just your batteries. Like we just build batteries, but we build them in Brisbane. So what we do is we import some of the components, but we do all the design, fabrication, manufacturing, all of it in house in Brisbane.
Excellent.
So we use a few local guys, but what we really wanted to do was create a product that stands out in the market for high performance.
Yes.
And right here's our target audience, mate. Like we love the off-road racing. You got all these trucks bringing the race cars up.
Yes.
That's us, mate. Like you just get amongst it so easy.
Yeah, excellent. No, that's good. And great that it's an Australian designed, Australian built product.
Yeah, certified Australian made. So
excellent.
Yeah, and we're a family business, mate. So it's so important, right? And this weekend, like we've all driven up here, like a bunch of us.
Yes.
And then we just flew the rest of the staff up. So we've got 30 of us here this weekend.
Amazing.
We're going to be at the sponsors area. We got the spectators area. Custom Lithium shirts and hats everywhere.
Beautiful. So do you have any products up here? Say if there's people watching at home at the moment.
Definitely. We've got some batteries on board just in case. What we've done, we just come up from the Endeavour Rally. We went to the Gympie Muster, straight up to Bowen for the Don River Dash. So we're busy, but we're ready for it, mate.
Beautiful.
Awesome.
Good, well,
just having a great time.
Awesome. So we'll keep moving along, get a little bit close, but that's fantastic that that sort of solution. And it's great that you guys not only design and build your products, but you stand by them. You hear it at an off-road race. You're putting them through probably some of the harshest conditions that could be achieved.
Right, A lot of testing involved, right? And what really sets us apart from a lot of our competitors is like we're running these vehicles down the Don River with the Custom Lithium batteries in the back of it. We're shaking them, we're testing them, we're really putting them through their paces. So, mate, what better way to have an Australian product than to do that?
If it's 300 Ks at the Don River Dash, you'd probably say it's good for a Cape York trip back.
It's rough this year, mate. It's wet, it's rough, it's good fun.
Excellent.
I've never seen it this wet, though. It's unreal.
So you said you're out pre-running a bit before. Any advice to the drivers out there about what they should be aiming to do this, or just finish?
I don't give advice to drivers. If anyone's taking advice for racing from me, they're doing it wrong. But, mate, it's good fun. I think it's a lot more water on the course this year. Going to be good fun, very wet. Enjoy it. Like, make it what it is. You're in the Whitsundays area, and you're racing off-road cars. How good?
Yeah, it is the dream. It's a beautiful place to be, and mate, we're truly grateful to get you on board, and we're looking forward to cheering Jack and Amy on. You getting in the Navi seat or anything like that this weekend? Or?
No, not yet, mate. No, but definitely in the future. I know there's some plans there around a few different things, but you'll never see me on a bike, mate. Those guys.
No, they're out of control, mate. They're not wired correctly in the head. There is something that has gone extremely wrong.
I've got the 110 on the property back home, and that's the extent of that.
Yeah, well, that's the problem usually with those. They're usually a little bit confidence-inspiring, those little 110s. They seem to make you a little bit more what's that? Ambition quite often outweighs talent when you get.
I can claim that one. I'm a little bit better at the misses than it. So
yeah, excellent. That's a very, very good thing. So thank you very much for
awesome.
your time.
Thank you for
Very
having
much
us, mate. I just want to
appreciate
say
it.
on behalf of Custom Lithium, all the team are here, the missus is here, mate. We love it. Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah, incredible, man. Well, we look forward. Hey, find us in the commentary booth. Come up during the week.
Oh,
tell
absolutely,
us a bit more,
yeah.
get on, have a chat.
Can't wait.
And tell us more about your weekend. Looking forward to it.
Thank you, guys.
Awesome.
Cheers.
Thank you. And I tell you what, we'll bring the man, the myth, the legend in, Kent Battle. Hey, what's going on here? We got a little bit of a hat swap. So you're wearing an OBR hat. Huddy has turned coat, and he's wearing a Nortrans hat. He just seems to be jumping on whatever's winning at the moment. So we prelude there that Kent is our current defending Don River Dash champion as well. How are we feeling for 2025?
Oh, reasonable. Look, we'll see how it goes. Pretty wet out there.
Not worried about the trucks, mate?
Nah.
There's a couple of turbo cars here. Not worried about them either?
Not worried about them. It's PG here. We can't say what we think about them.
Absolutely, mate. I just wonder, there's any truth to the rumour? I got a message during the week. I won't say who it's from, but they pointed out that you've never actually won anything until Seaton got involved in the program. Last year he navigated. Do you think you're going to go all right with him competing against you this weekend?
Oh, we definitely got him covered. We don't need to worry about that.
Yes, yeah. I like it. So what's the plan for the weekend, mate? Fast, loose, dangerous, take chances?
Fast, dangerous, take chances. Hey, that worked really well for me last time I told you that.
Yep,
so,
excellent.
Yeah, we'll just do the same thing.
Beautiful, beautiful. Give us a little bit of a rundown of your vehicle here, mate. Like we are big fans of the Nortrans element, and there's only one thing that's better than one Nortrans element, and that's two Nortrans elements. I tell you what a fantastic turnout you guys are rocking this year. But, we're just talking to Custom Lithium, one of the great things, all Australian, and I know that's something you guys are really proud of with this car as well.
Yeah, we're pretty passionate about it. This one's 2018-ish, I think. Obviously, Seaton's the brand new one that the Habies and Bushy up there have finished for us. They did that sort of turnkey. It's got a few upgrades. It's not as much motor, but really, really, really happy with the package.
Yeah,
and
excellent.
It's sort of, typical element. It's fast, straight out of the box.
That's fantastic. Good news to hear, mate. I know you're brothers and stuff like that, but is there a little bit of competitiveness this weekend?
Oh, of course, there's going to be.
Seaton's not letting a few wheel nuts loose or anything like that?
Nah, he's helping, mate. I think, we'll be into it the whole time, but hey, if one of us can help the other one, it'll be there too, So, but it's on.
No, awesome. Great to see you guys stepping up your program and continuing to push that Australian barrier. That's one thing I always froth on with these cars is the fact that you've kept it as an Australian as possible. A lot of it built in-house, a lot of the maintenance done, all with North Queensland companies as well and everything like that. Any sponsors or people you want to give a little bit of a shout-out to? Yeah,
look, it's a great thing. Element, obviously, it's coming apart after this for its first big birthday, but we got some really good helpers. Brinks Performance, obviously, has done this little 6-litre since day one, and it's a cranky little thing, hey? And it's
beautiful.
A little bit more RPM for this race. We've got another 600 RPM on the rev limit, which is killer. Extreme does all the tuning. 12 volt does all the data. Adam's in the passenger seat. He does a lot of the prep. Higgins does the heads, another great Australian company.
Yeah, awesome.
Morrison Motorsport. They're close. They're New Zealand.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
And look, it's the same with everything on that. We just try and keep it in-house where we can, and they're a great package, and the Habies are just really, really, really good to us.
Excellent. Well, we're cheering you on. Like you said, the commentary booth always goes a little bit quiet when you come past, just so we can enjoy that 6-litre.
I make enough noise.
Yeah, that's right. Well, usually there's some yapping coming from the driver's seat or something like that we tend to block out. So any notes or anything left around the car, mate, for people to find this weekend?
Mate, there is one about a meme page in there, but that's fairly controversial.
Yeah, that is. We might cut the live feed on that one. We might just quickly grab Seaton just while we've got him, and we'll get him in here. Seaton, welcome. Don River Dash, mate. You're looking forward to doing it in a car rather than a motorbike?
Yeah, I'm super keen.
Beautiful, mate. We can tell that's, for those that don't know Seaton, that's probably the most excitement you will see out of him. But tell us just a little bit about what your prep's been like leading up to this. Driven the car much or anything like that?
Nah, pretty much no prep. I raced it at Waikerie.
Yes.
And broke down halfway.
Yes.
So I've done about Probably like 200k in total.
That's right, mate. You had the good lines last year. We were just saying that we noticed that Ken's never actually won anything until you got involved in the program. So obviously the winningest battle is Seaton battle. So you excited for this weekend though, like, or a bit nervous? Is it a bit of a different feeling from being on the motorbike?
The site lab got me excited. It was fun. I
Excellent.
wanted to go fast, but
Yeah.
it's pretty wet, but now I'm keen.
Awesome, man. Well, we're looking forward to seeing you out there. We'll let you keep going because we know you're a man of few words, so we appreciate your time. But we'll be cheering you on this weekend as we continue on. So we're going to walk and talk at this point in time. We just follow Huddy around. He actually tethered me this weekend so that I can't get I can't get too far away from him. But just introduce yourself so that they can hear you at the moment. But just introduce yourself for the people along at home.
Okay, my name's Tom Jack. I'm running class 11 at the moment, so this is my buggy here, 1118. I've had this buggy for a few years now, and I'm actually yet to finish completely. I've had a few breakdowns over the years, so this is going to be my time to finish this year. So.
Right, so for those at home, just break down for us a little bit, and it just helped me understand. So Class 11, it's not actually racing in with all the other side-by-sides, because they're Class 6 and 66. What modification being done to this vehicle to make it a Class 11?
Yep, so this has an aftermarket turbo kit on it.
Let's go.
Yeah, so it gives me a few more horses.
Yes.
But, that makes me have to go into the modified class, the forward drive class. So,
excellent. So compared to a standard Polaris, we're talking 200 horsepower. How much are you getting out of this?
Yeah, probably higher to 280, something like that, I suppose. Yeah. So.
And then obviously further modifications then with the clutch packs and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's got all the clutches upgraded. Yes. It's got the widening body kit. Obviously all the roll cages and that we need. I've actually made a few other mods here for get a bit more air into the clutch. So the older model, this is a 2014 model.
Yes.
Without the turbo, you're obviously the cooling's sufficient, but with the turbo, you're putting a lot more through the clutches and the belt, and a blue belts galore. So now I've got this big fat air intake on my clutch now, and I've cut some extra holes in that, and that's all going really well. And the water's actually helping too. Like it splashes everything down, cools the engine temperature down for me, and it gets the clutch and belt temps down and stuff. So I'm thinking I'm going to go really well.
Awesome, excellent. And so how many Don River dashes have you competed in?
I've actually done 5 Don River dashes.
Yeah, and you say you've never finished.
So I've done one in this car myself.
Yes.
My wife did last year in this car.
Yes.
But I'm normally a motorbike rider, so I normally ride the 500 Husky.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. So ever since 2020.
They do say with age comes a cage.
Well, it is, but I'm only I'm going back to the bike next year. I just couldn't do it this year because my wife was injured, so I couldn't risk getting injured on the bike.
Yep.
In the cage for safety this year.
Yes.
Back on the bike next year. Absolutely.
Oh,
love it. I love it.
There you go. Well, you guys, as I do say, you guys are wired a little bit differently when you the way you guys ride your bikes. You definitely do love it, but that's awesome to see. So, bit of a game plan for the weekend, or just
I'm going to monitor all my temperatures. I'm going to just get through and just be safe and finish and try not to break it.
Yep, excellent. And sponsors on board, people that help you out.
So I've got Bowen Engineering sponsoring me, doing any welding and things like that I get broken. I've got Muscle Studio coming on board as well. And then we've got the Real Mates Talk sponsoring this year with not sponsoring, but they're our partnership this year with the club. So
awesome. So that's a men's mental health group.
Yes, absolutely.
Awesome.
So they're doing really good things in men's mental health.
So if people want to get involved with the Real Mates Talk,
they've got raffles here. Actually, if anyone's around at the moment, they've got a raffle somewhere. They're actually raffling off a quad.
Yes.
And some other bits and pieces as well.
Excellent.
You'll find them online too, I think so. Yeah. Cool.
Beautiful. Very good. Well, thank you very much for having a little bit of a chat to us. We greatly appreciate it. As we get Ivan Long, how are we, sir? Pleasure to see you again. Welcome back to the Don River. Greatly appreciate it. We'll just go for a little bit of a stroll as we continue to walk along. But welcome back, mate. Excited to be back?
Yeah, definitely. So a little bit different this year. Instead of behind the mic, we're actually behind the bars, so chucking a leg back over 500.
Oh, really?
Again, so,
Oh, fantastic, mate. That is great. So, riding a 500 Husky?
Yes.
Yes?
Yeah, we made sure it was bright yellow so everyone can see us.
Awesome. So what number are we looking out for?
127.
127. We definitely will be keeping an eye out for that. So, have you been able to train much leading up to this, or it was a bit of a last moment, I'm just going to throw a leg over, let the natural instincts take the way, or?
Oh, it's a bit of both, honestly. You know me, but
yeah, absolutely.
But I've been training and all that. So, but I've been also concentrating on versatile diesel services. So, which this was the first time we actually jumped on board. That's a sponsor of the Don River Dash. So,
awesome.
We jumped on there as a sponsor, and I was like, you know what, we may as well race it as well. So,
fantastic. So you've been up here for a little bit. You've been able to get a pre-run in or anything like that?
Yeah. So we've done about in total this week about 10 laps around the track.
Yes.
So it was just more trying to get my eyesight back into it. So the first day, my eyes were actually really bouncing in my head.
Yes.
So
after
that, we sort of kept working on the suspension, getting a bit more comfortable. We had to air freight a rear shock in because I wasn't real happy with the rear shock.
Yes.
So we got Tune Tech involved with that, and we got a little bit more settled to what it was.
Excellent. So a little bit of an insight there. Like you said, the work that goes into it. These guys don't just grab a stock motorbike off the shelf and go for it. There's a lot of time and effort that goes into it. So got a few mates up here doing it with you, or?
Yeah, I do. There's a few guys down from South Australia as well. So the Ted Freckle boys have come up. I think a couple of them have got buggies as well. I think they haven't even driven the buggies yet. So, so tomorrow will be day one for them. There's a few guys have come up and they've had dramas with their engines as well. So I just happen to carry a few pistons and barrels and that. So help them out there. So no, it's been really cool this week. It's the first time I've actually come up a bit earlier.
Yes.
But the whole experience actually leading into it, it's been awesome this week. So the build-up's been unreal.
Yep. So like you said, just been here doing a bit of pre-running stuff like that, getting the bike set up, and now just resting and relaxing before the excitement tomorrow. What's the game plan for tomorrow? Are we going all out? You know, because the winner. It's now become a tradition. The winner actually has to do a burnout on the podium. So, you know, that's obviously a bit of an enticement there. Is that the go? You want to be on the top step doing a burnout on the podium?
I'd love to be there.
Yes,
Trust me, it'd be nothing better than actually winning it. Especially after seeing what Liam's done the last couple of years as well.
Yep.
So we have got the likes of, Corey Hammond's here.
Yes.
Callum Norton's here as well. Nathan Trigg. There's a few good guys.
Oh, absolutely.
And my last actual competition race was 2 years ago, which was at
Yeah,
Don. So, no, we're just, best prepared. And we'll just, if we get in a good position, we'll go for a win or something like that. But we'll just wait and see. So I start off in 86 tomorrow. So I've got a bit of work to do tomorrow.
So, but when you say bright yellow?
Bright yellow.
So we'll be looking for a bright yellow husky, ripping through the rest of the competition. But very good, mate. So
bright yellow bike with pink gear.
Well, we won't be able to miss that. No, that's awesome, mate. Well, we appreciate you stopping by for a little bit of a chat. Thank you very much, and swing by the commentary booth, mate. Come and have a bit of a chat when you're getting a little bit of a break from the racing.
We'll definitely be doing a few shoeies if we actually get a good podium there.
And a good burnout. We just got to work out how we can get the cars to do a burnout at the podium as well. So,
I'm sure
but that's Mick's problem. We'll talk to him about that a bit later on. It's almost like he's behind the camera, can hear me talking to him. So,
that's right.
Very good, Ivan. Thank you very much, brother. You have a good one, and we'll talk to you throughout the weekend.
Definitely. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. What's that, sorry? Oh, we're an ad break. Right, so we're just going to cut to a little bit of an ad break, and we'll be back shortly. Right, I'm now joined with Kai from Red Nut Racing, mate. Welcome back to the Don River. I know you've been here a few times. How many Don Rivers have we been at now?
I was too young for the first one, so I navied 2 years in a row, and then this would be my third time racing, yeah.
Wow, so you've almost been to every single, or almost competed every single in the Don River. Fantastic, mate, fantastic. So having a pretty good year, a bit of, running well, but having a few breakages and stuff like that. How's the prep been leading up to Don River in 2025?
The boys have been putting in a amazing job, like Dad, Luke Hendry and Wayno.
Yes.
And all my mates hook in.
Yes.
They get it done. And the cars, it's a lot better than last year. Like, we're finishing a lot more. It's just little problems.
Yeah, just got to get on top of it.
Yeah,
But these things happen. So have you been in Bowen for a little bit already? Done a bit of pre-running this weekend, or just using the notes in the head from last year?
Look, we were pretty flat out at work, so I had to work up till 12 o'clock today, and had no pre-run. So my Luke actually went and did a pre-run.
Yes.
He's got the notes, and
And obviously you and Luke have a pretty good relationship. He understands your driving, you understand his calls. So
we're
feeling confident in that, in the fact that Luke's done the notes for you.
Yeah, this is our second year with Luke, and we're getting comfortable together.
Excellent.
It's he's calling notes, awesome.
Yes.
And I'm just trusting him.
Beautiful, mate. Beautiful.
Yep.
So tell us a little bit about what keeps bringing you back to the Don River every year. Because, like you said, with a record like what you've got to be in competing here, obviously there's a few things you definitely love about this event.
Yeah, it's just the overtaking. That's a big one. It's awesome.
So you're a fan of the reverse grid?
Yeah, big fan.
Awesome. Yeah, I love it.
Especially in the big car, it's just awesome.
Yes.
You can just hold it flat, overtake wherever the river's 20 metres wide at some points.
Yep.
It's just awesome.
Yeah, and that is a great insight. Like you said, the track here, you run essentially a big loop up and down the river. So it's like you said, at some points the track can be 20, 25 metres wide, overtaking multiple lines and stuff like that. So did Luke suss out a couple of alternative lines for you? Or?
Look, I don't know. He doesn't tell me much, but I think he would have.
Excellent.
He gets right into it.
Yep. So tell us just a little bit about the machine that you are racing this weekend.
So I'm racing a Jimco Aussie Special with a 6-litre Chevy 2.2.
Yes. Yep. Excellent.
Small block. Yeah.
Yep. So then suspension wise,
running the Fox shocks.
Yep. Excellent. And sequential gearbox all through.
The Albin's 5-speed.
Yep. Excellent. Beautiful. And how do you find Don River? Do you like a rough, because you've competed a few fits? You've like you said, you're at just recently at, I've got to tell you, like St. George. Yeah, absolutely. So a couple of different style of tracks. How do you find the way the Don River races?
Yeah, Don River carves up, gets really rough on that second day. So you just need to make a few suspension changes, and then hopefully you do the right thing.
Yep. So you find yourself adjusting your notes or anything like that during the weekend, or no, the notes stay the same? And
notes stay the same. Just the car shocks change a little bit. We'll try it out this year. Last year we didn't change.
Yes.
And we were just losing a bit of time on the how rough the track got.
Yep. So just couldn't quite keep up with the track.
Yeah.
No, excellent. Very good. Well, cheers. Thank you very much for your
you.
time. I appreciate it, and we'll be looking forward to seeing you out there.
Yeah, easy. Thank you.
Now we're joined by Clayton Chapman. So
how are we?
Come on in, bud. Welcome.
Howdy.
How you doing? You been up at Bowen for a little bit already this weekend?
We've almost been here for a week, and it's
beautiful.
just trying to wind it up now to go racing, I suppose.
So get out of that holiday mode and start getting into race mode.
It's been awesome.
Very good. So brought the family up and stuff like that?
Yeah, brought the family, my sister and brother-in-law and their little girl too, and we've been having a camp out and seeing the sights, so loving it.
Much to see and do around Bowen in the Whit
Sundays.
Beautiful. Yes, beautiful.
Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah. Because we won't talk much about the race because we know you're fast. We've already heard how fast you were from the local MP. So I think he's going to go and turn a few hoon laws off in the Whit Sundays, because I think we might see the Whit Sundays turn it into Mexico. Buggies down the street and stuff like that. The way we're going. So tell us a little bit about what you've been up to. This week. Have you few sites that you've seen around here?
Yeah, we just checked out all the local beaches, had breakfast at most of the cafes, and all the sightseeing you can do, and all the swimming you can handle, and but mixed in with that, we got to muck around the river and side by side, and dirt bikes most days, and
of course, because you're doing dirt bikes as well this weekend, mate.
Doing the double. So not as confident as other years though. We're doing the team ride, so we split the laps, and we've only ridden twice since last time, so fitness isn't quite there.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
but we're looking up for the funs, and so spending days in the river just checking it out and cruising around is just part of the adventure.
Yeah, good notes and stuff like that. So
no notes for this one.
No.
So the track's so busy with cars and competitors that we find it's just safer that Adam's eyes are up and checking for traffic and trying to guess their motions more so. It's pretty risky, the speed we're coming up on some of the slower cars. So we put an emphasis on safety as opposed to speed. So we just want to make sure everybody has a safe, good time in the river, just like we get to. And so that's what we're ready to do. So no notes, just kick it and rip it and have a good time.
Beautiful, I like it. It's a good fun race. There's lots of great competitors that come here every year. And have you been to every Don River Dash now?
We missed last year because we were leading the championship, we put all eggs in one basket and it didn't play out for us. So we're here. We're still planning to go to Millicent in 2 weeks' time. But we thought we might as well, if we're having issues, might as well have it in the beautiful Bowen rather than Millicent in South Australia.
Because it'll be pretty cold there right now. I don't think there'll be much swimming at the beaches happening around that place at this point in time. But just give us a little bit of rundown on the vehicle that you're racing this weekend as well.
Yeah, so we run the original Razorback Racing Frames buggy, bought from America by James Madden near on 20 years ago now. So she's not new, but we've got the Toyota 2JZ in the back of her, making low boost about 650 at the wheels. North of 700 on high. But we'll leave it turned down for starters just because the river's so hard on gear. Keeping things cool on that river's tough work. So, so that's that. That's it. Get to the finish line quicker. Give it time to cool down. But no, that's basically us, just Australian. It's not Australian built. It's the original American one, but Razorback Racing Frames are now Australian built in our backyard. So,
because you guys have taken over.
So Benny Powers here in our first ever turned out little Class 10 car. So he's looking to have a rip in that, and it's pretty exciting to see that one out here. So
very good. Exciting times, like you said. That's one of the great things we've been talking about. There's a lot of Australian companies here, putting their own product through the paces at the Don River. So great to see you guys here doing the same thing.
It's very cool. Very cool.
Excellent, very good. Well, we wish you all the best for the all the best for the weekend, and have a good run.
Awesome, mate.
Thank you. Yeah, so we keep cruising around here as Mr. Trigg. How are we? Come on in, mate. Get on in. Good to see you back. Welcome back to Don River. You missed last year.
I was here, but just didn't quite get to the finish line. So
Did you race last
year? I was I started third, and then day 2 was in fourth, and then I didn't quite make the finish. The bike ran out of legs or something.
Yeah. Treating it too mean, mate.
That's it.
Well, excited. Welcome back. Have you been up a little bit early doing some pre-running?
Yeah, we normally come up sort of the week before and just adjust to Queensland weather up here, which is so nice.
Bit
no
warmer
complaints
than where
there.
You're used to.
Yes, really good. And I've done 2 days riding out on the track, and pretty happy with it. So don't want to do too much before the race.
Want to rest and relax. So obviously racing a KTM this year. What are you riding?
Yeah, I'm on a KTM 500. My sponsor from Adelaide's hooked me up with that and got a rocket ship. So it's
beautiful. Good. Give him a shout out. Who's your sponsor for this event?
Craig Saunders. He's done an awesome job this year getting me on the bike. So we had plans to go to Fink, but we got to Hatter, and and then we had Yellow Mountain. And sort of this one, so
So been a busy sort of 3 months for you at the moment. Getting around the country a little bit, doing a bit of racing. Excellent. And what's the plan for the weekend, mate? As fast as possible, or just want to try and get a finish after the result last year?
I think we've got to be a little bit smart. Like after the cars go out there, the track, I reckon it'll get pretty rough. Once we sort of work that out, then I'll put my head down and just get right into it, I reckon.
So what's the theory there? Use the first lap or two of each, or first lap, say lap and a half, as a sight lap, and then start to race, or
a little bit, but it'll just be more cautious on the little bits there where I think it might be rough, and we'll still be right up it, I reckon.
So you got a little bit of an idea in your head of got a little bit of an idea in your head of what parts of the track you think will be affected by the car? Because obviously it's something that you guys experience at Fink as well, where you will pre-run the racetrack and then after the cars have competed, it drastically affects. So, so got a little bit of an idea of where you think you need to pay attention?
Mostly them puddles there. I'm interested to see how they sort of shape up. And, there's some spots there where the cars blow through a little bit and, they get a sharp edge on the other side. So,
Excellent. Well, very good, mate. We wish you all the best. Bike number 30, running a 30 this year. Great. We'll be keeping as we get a few more of our other moto boys in, mate. How you going, buddy?
How you going?
Very good to meet you. So tell us a little bit about yourself, name, introduce yourself, where you're from.
Yeah, Tyler Radford from Mildura, Victoria.
A lot of Mildura people here.
Yeah, we love it. We breed some good motorbike riders.
Well, you breed a lot of good motorsport people in general out of Mildura. It's definitely a motorsport little mecca, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, most definitely. Yep.
So first time at Don River, or?
Nah, second time. Got fourth last year.
Yes.
Had a pretty good run. You know, there's some fast boys in front of us, but just capitalised on a few bikes breaking down. Just had to be in it to win it type thing.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
We've come back a bit earlier this year, do a bit more pre-running, and hopefully we can,
and a couple of things you've learnt from last year that you've applied already for this year. You feel you're starting in a better spot with the bike setup and stuff like that? Yeah,
definitely. Last year we rode a stock bike, and now we've got a fully worked bike, engine and all that from Carusi, so hopefully we can capitalise on that a little bit.
So what are some of the modifications that we might see on your bike that would be different from, say, a standard KTM 500?
Oh, I mean, like from your standard, like stock standard bike, we put stegs on, dampeners, the dry brake for the refueling, exhaust systems, paddle tyres, hidden dampeners behind the stabiliser behind the number plate, and just good suspension setup and track knowledge is what it comes down to.
Yep, absolutely. So what about the fuel tank there? That's a rather large. Will you still fuel every lap, or is the idea that you want to try and, say, get 2 laps and a refuel, or do you need to fuel every lap?
No, I'll fuel every lap. We pretty much that's just what we run all year, really, at the desert, like at Fink and all that.
Yep.
But we'll have to refuel every lap. We've got to go in for a pit anyway, so you may as well top it up with fuel.
Yes.
So, that's the plan, really.
Oh, very good, very good. Yeah, so the idea there with the big tank still is that's how I ride the bike, that's how I race it, I want to stay comfortable.
Yeah, like you pre-run on that tank and, it's always full, so you may as well just keep what you've been practicing with pretty much. So,
Excellent, very good. Well, thank you very much for
No
stopping
worries.
to have a chat.
Thank you very much.
We'll catch up with you throughout the weekend. If you want to swing up past the commentary booth, come have a bit of a chat. And here you go.
Hey,
mate.
How you
very
going?
good. Introduce yourself.
Campbell Hall from Dubbo, New South Wales.
Excellent.
And running number 98.
Number 9, beautiful. And what bike are you riding this?
KTM 500.
They are very popular, aren't
awesome
they?
Bike.
Yeah, excellent.
Awesome bike, yeah.
So first time here at the Don? Or
first time, yeah.
Excellent. What inspired you to get up and come race the Don River Dash?
Well, I done Fink, got second there, so wanted to come and try this out.
Why
All the
not?
boys are doing it. They say it's pretty good. And
and have you been here a little bit earlier?
I got here on Wednesday, rode Thursday, first time pre-running. It's definitely a little bit different, but enjoyed it. It's fun.
So a little bit different from Fink, as in...
still fast.
Still fast,
Still hold it open.
Yeah, a lot of sand here, obviously.
Gets
Like
rough,
it is a race in a riverbed, so it is 150 kilometres of pure sand the whole time. But excited for the challenge?
Yeah, I'm fucking keen for it.
Yeah.
Real
Heck
keen. It's going to be good.
Yeah.
Can't wait to get out there and see what it's all about.
Got a few mates that have come up with you? Or
had a mate. He come up. His bike blew up the other day.
No
so
way. Able to get parts for it?
Nah, couldn't get parts. Possibly done a bottom end. So
Well, put the shout out there, mate. What do you need?
It needs a crank.
You need a crank. So
Yeah,
if anyone's got
probably
a
a
KTM
whole
500
motor,
crank,
really.
Just come around this way a little bit, brother. We'll get in on the light there. But possibly a whole motor. So if anyone's listening at home, mate, and got a KTM 500 and you're floating around near the Don River Dash, get it on down here.
Get it on because he needs
Bike
it
98, find him in the pits, mate. So, but did you find you had to make many changes to the bike from your Fink setup, or
I'm running my Hatter setup. A bit stiffer.
Yes.
You can handle those edges a bit better.
Yep.
I'm hoping anyway. So I haven't done it before, so it's all new. So I'm still working it out.
Yep. So a little bit of a plan there, like we said, use, say, the first lap as a bit of a sighting lap and then start to race, or it's really just suck it and see where you end
I'll just get tomorrow out of the road and just get through it, really.
And then race from there.
Yeah, on Sunday, that's when the race is.
Yep, excellent.
We'll really open up when it gets rough. Always excel in the rough. That's when I usually do better.
Yep. Just got that mindset?
Yeah, I don't know. I just always like rough tracks. I don't know.
Awesome.
Bit bigger, so I can probably handle a bit better.
Yeah.
We'll just see.
Awesome.
Happens.
Very good. Well, we wish you a great race, mate.
Very
Thank you
good.
very much.
Thank you.
Same deal. Swing past the commentary tower, stop in and come have a chat, and we'll find out how your weekend's been going. So, as we jump in, we've got a bit of a fan favourite here, obviously, a little bit of a cheer come from the crowd, but welcome, Smoothie, all the way from Western Australia. Tell us a little bit about what inspired you to get over here to the Don River Dash.
No, the race has got a really good rep, and everyone who's been here has really loved it, and everyone's encouraged us to come. And opportunity just came up this year. We're not really in the points challenge in the AORC, and we did St. George last weekend, and so it's reasonably close, so we thought we'd come up and give it a go.
Yeah, and plenty of time, obviously, to turn the car around and get it prepped and fully prepped, ready to go. So did you guys basically just put it in the trailer, come straight up to Bowen, and then work on the car here?
We got a block just down the road, so we pulled up there and had access to a shed and so forth, but it was pretty hectic, a few days, but we got everything done that we wanted to do. And
beautiful.
Touch wood, the truck's ready to go.
Yeah, touch wood, but that's good. Got out for a sighting lap today. Use a truck, or did you use a buggy or something, like a side-by-side?
No, we used the truck, and we were really impressed, like the truck loved it. I was really impressed, like the truck got up on the sand, and obviously the four-wheel drive is a big advantage.
Yes.
And with the big Joe Gibbs in there, there's plenty of power, so it's it should be a good thing.
Yeah, definitely. So for those at home, just tell us a little bit about your truck, because you did mention it's a four-wheel drive truck, so something a little bit different. Just give us a little bit of a rundown on it.
So it's in from Los Angeles in the United States, obviously. It's a Mason all-wheel drive, so full four-wheel drive, full-time four-wheel drive. Runs a Joe Gibbs based on a Chev motor, but it's a full billet block by Joe Gibbs Racing, the NASCAR team. Punches out about 1,050 horsepower.
Impressive,
and we have got the ability to tone that down or tone it up. And we try and run it in the tone down model, but if we have to,
tone it up a little bit,
hit the boost button. But the truck's a good thing. It's got 34 inches of travel in the rear, 40-inch tyres.
Yes,
it's nice and wide.
Yes, this is kind of a race that I envisioned when they were building the Mason truck. This is sort of what it was built and designed to do, a race with multiple race lines, a big wide track, lots of rough bumps, sandy, rutted out, like you said, that advantage of that four-wheel drive, getting up on top of the sand. Yeah, you must be chomping at the bit to get out there tomorrow.
Oh, we're really keen, mate, and, same thing, we're just hoping to finish, and the rest will look after itself, I think,
Yeah, excellent. And with that Joe Gibbs motor that you mentioned, it's another one of the motors we talk about whenever it comes past us in the commentary tower. We tend to go a little bit quiet and just enjoy listening to that thing. It's a work of art. Well, thank you very much.
Certainly got a good night.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, and swing past the commentary tower tomorrow afternoon or something like that.
We've got the chopper in the air there, so we're fire and Specialised, and that's about it.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Well, have a great day. We look forward to calling you through the race. So thank you very much for joining us here at the 2025 Don River Dash. We've seen some of our great... Hey, welcome back, man. Hey, are you here?
Believe it or not, I'm at the Don River Dash too. It's been an absolute pleasure to watch you work your magic, young fella. But no, we've been looking at the race cars, having a good look around. I tell you what,
it's a beautiful evening.
It's unreal. Yeah. The weather is absolutely perfect. We actually had a few little drops there earlier, Josh, but it's only going to make this racetrack better. And I tell you what, the 7th year of the Don River Dash. Where does it stop? Where does it stop?
No.
Join us on Saturday morning. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. Have we got a kick-off time, Joshua?
About 8:15.
Perfect. 8:30. Absolutely perfect. The boys are going to have some, highlight reels and everything going on YouTube. Join us on the Facey. Join us on YouTube. Huddy's going, yep, I'm going to make it happen.
There might even be a few little technological surprises. Yeah. Smoothie did allude to one right there. But there might be a few little other things in our back
Pretty
pocket.
Excited about this. This live feed this year is going to be really good.
One would even say Huddy's coming hard this year.
Whoa. You make sure that you share it, do all the like, subscribes, and all those other things that all the cool kids do. I don't really know much about it, but you make sure you do it. And join us again at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time for the Don River Dash 2015 reverse grid. They're going to crack off, and it's going to be good.
Heck yeah. Keen, excited. Thank you very much for joining us here, and have a good one.
Stranger.
I wanna fly, can you take me far away?
looks like down here, and it's all thanks to our amazing sponsors.
These boys are superhuman.
The top 10 are insane.
Pointing out the camera, thumbs up.
That's cool footage, eh? You don't get that very often.
The crazy bit is that the corners are whooped. The flats are whooped. I don't know. There's just whoops everywhere in this track. It is amazing. Oh, a little bit wobbly.
How good is this?
Such a bad run of this race, the poor bugger.
These bad boys are basically unlimited.
Look at the size of the suspension travel. We're talking about some of these trucks have 30 inches of rear suspension travel.
Weighs quite heavy. You know, once you've done it once, you know, you kind of hope to do it again, and once you've done it twice in a row, you kind of expect to do it 3 times in a row. So he would have come here this weekend expecting nothing less than victory. If you are not at the Don River Dash, what are you not doing with your life selection?